Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. Lance Brock here. Once again, as usual, on this Wednesday, to talk all about tonight's AEW Dynamite, which I believe is the final Dynamite of November, and which I also believe tonight is Dynamite's debut episode. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's the first episode of Dynamite to take place in the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So if I actually am wrong about that, you can feel free to correct me in the comment section as I slip on an icy spot on the way to work. Sorry about that. If you could feel the phone jar a little bit there. There are some icy spots on the sidewalk on the walk here to work. And I know I'm probably the only podcaster that does record podcasts while they're walking to work. And tonight's Dynamite will feature matches from the Gold League of the Continental Classic. And we will see matches between Swerve Strickland and Switchblade Jay White, Jon Moxley and Jay Lethal, and Rush taking on Mark Briscoe, and in a member from the Blue League, the American Dragon Bryan Danielson will be on commentary for this match. Also, we will see the Patriarch Christian Cage in action once again, representing the Blue League in the Continental Classic Tournament. And he will respond to the challenge that was put out by his longtime tag team partner Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship. And that is tonight's AEW Dynamite, which will be airing 8 p.m. Eastern live on TBS. And as always, I definitely hope to have a special live episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans tonight to recap everything that took place on Dynamite tonight. So hopefully I will get that live episode out tonight. And one thing I want to talk about from tonight's Dynamite would probably be the match Bryan Danielson and Adam Copeland. And I think eventually we will see that match in AEW. The way I see it is probably the closest we will see it will be at the World's End pay-per-view December 30th. If I was booking it, that would be the match that you build to, that you make everyone want to see. You can tell the story of two former partners finally meeting each other one-on-one in a WWE ring. And as long as I have been watching both Bryan Danielson and Adam Copeland, I'd say I probably have never been disappointed by one of those main event matches of theirs. One of those ones that have been built for a while and had a good story behind it. Because honestly, both of them, Bryan Danielson and Adam Copeland, are probably, I'd say, two of my favorite pro wrestlers of all time, currently anyway. I'm not sure where I would put them on the list. And also, looking at this tournament, you would probably have to say Swerve Strickland would be a favorite on a lot of people's list. Even though you may not be a fan of that now infamous blood drinking spot that him and CM Punk did in the match at World's End, you might not like that spot, but you have to admit that got the crowd into it, and in my opinion, it actually kind of brought the crowd up a little bit. I'm not saying that the crowd was really that down for the rest of the show, but I think when that spot happened, that the crowd got more into the match and was definitely more hyped for the show. And I know that deathmatch wrestling is not everybody's cup of tea. And even me, I would not say that I'm the biggest deathmatch wrestling fan there is in the world. But I definitely enjoyed that match at World's End. I'd probably say that it could be a match of the year candidate, actually, because just every match on that card, for me anyway, whether it was Swerve Strickland and Jay White, Jon Moxley and Jay Lethal, and Rush and Mark Briscoe, every match on there was hard to follow with the next one. And somehow they did. So I would say so far, the World's End tournament, whether you're a fan of it or you're not a fan of it, you like deathmatch wrestling or you hate deathmatch wrestling, I'd say it's been a success so far. But like I said, that's just my opinion. And I look forward to seeing how the rest of the matches work out. And that is all for this Wednesday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Hopefully my voice keeps continuing to get better and keep making more of these new premium live event night episodes, so can come on live and talk all about tonight's Dynamite. And I know lately I've been kind of slacking off and not recording anything goes right away, which yes, this week I am stumped and I'm not sure what to talk about. Lately I've been wanting to talk about more Christmas things as of late, and like I said, right now I have no idea what to talk about. And if I have to, though, I'll probably just talk about an Anything Goes episode of Anything Goes again, where I just talk about any random thing. hopefully everyone don't mind those episodes too much. So I will be back tomorrow morning for Good Morning Wrestling fans. But until tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning I should say, there I go, messing up the podcast again. Have a great pro wrestling day.